Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's episode of Care Sandwich. We have a treat today. I have never had a closing attorney, and today that's what I've got coming up. So if you're curious about what do closing attorneys do and how can they help you, check out this next episode. But first, watch this video.
Welcome to Care Sandwich, the podcast where we dive into the success journeys of law firm owners across the country. I'm Margarita Everline, your host and the founder of Marketing Boss, a fractional chief marketing officer firm for law firms. On this show, we'll explore the challenges, strategies, and victories that have shaped law firms and how they wrap every interaction with care. Because we believe that caring isn't just a value, it's a strategy for success. So grab your favorite sandwich, sit back, and let's dig into a conversation filled with insight, inspiration, and of course, a lot of care.
Hey, welcome to Care Sandwich. I'm going to ask our special guest to join us on the virtual stage. Miguel, welcome. Miguel Barbosa is a managing attorney at a firm right here in Atlanta. Miguel, tell us about yourself, your firm. What do you do? How do you help people?
Hey, good morning. Thank you for having me. It's really an honor to be here. I've born and raised here in Atlanta from Mexican parents. They migrated here and met here actually. And we lived on the south side of Atlanta near the airport in Fairburn, Georgia. And back in that time, there wasn't any that many Latino stores even on that side of town. They were all in Gwinnett on the north side of Atlanta. So I remember we had to go to the Gwinnett to get tortillas to bring back home for the weekend, stuff like that. So the city has changed a lot. But yeah, I grew up here in Atlanta. A good, strong Hispanic community on the south side. I went to UGA for undergrad and law school. So did my older brother. He's also an attorney. So I mean, we're really entrenched here in Atlanta and in Georgia. But we did, we traveled to Mexico to visit family as much as we could. We have family coming up this year. So I mean, we kept our roots, but we're definitely, an Atlanta family here.
That's
So.
great. So, funny story. When people ask me where I'm from, I always say I'm American, but proudly made with Mexican parts. So,
Right. Exactly. Yeah. 100%.
so
Right.
yes, my parts are imported. But anyway, so Miguel, tell us about your law firm and how do you help people with your law firm, and how did you get into that area of the law too?
So yeah, when I started, I graduated law school and I was looking to see how I could help. As I mentioned before, my brother is also an attorney, so he's doing criminal defense and immigration. His wife does personal injury. Those are kind of areas I looked into as well. But the market's kind of saturated with that, and not that you can't be successful in that, but that's what you see mostly. So I was trying to see if there was some other areas we could help out the community in. And real estate was always an interest of mine. So I did financial planning as my undergraduate degree. I knew real estate was a big area for, financial growth. So I looked around and I found real estate, and I realized there was a huge need in the Atlanta area for Hispanic attorneys, that I can count off, my hands, probably like 10 Spanish speaking attorneys in real estate closings in Atlanta, really, that can help out the community when they're buying properties, right? So many people show up to the table and they don't know who they're speaking to or what's going on at the closing. Maybe their agent speaks Spanish, maybe their loan officer speaks Spanish, but if the attorney can't explain the documents they're signing to them, that's a big deal, right? It's one of the biggest financial commitments one is making in their lifetime, and they should be able to understand everything that's happening at the closing table. Right. My first closing that I did, I saw a Hispanic couple on the other end that didn't have a Hispanic loan officer, didn't have a Hispanic real estate agent, and they didn't have any idea what they were signing and what they were doing. And I just imagined my parents coming here and not knowing what they were signing and what they're getting into. And I was like, that's an area I can help in.
So how do people find you? Like, how do you get involved in these deals? Because, and I have limited knowledge of real estate, so pardon my ignorance, but like, I don't know that I've ever thought to myself, who's going to be my closing attorney when I buy my home? It's
Right.
always who's going to loan me the money and who's going to help me buy that, find the house.
Right, right, yeah, absolutely. And you have the choice of picking your attorney in Georgia, so you have that option. But most of that exactly what you said, you're going to find your attorney through either the person you're getting your loan from, your loan officer or your mortgage company, or your real estate agent. So really, the way people find me is through those connections. So I have a lot, I work with a lot of loan officers, I work with a lot of real estate agents, and we work as partners to try to, have a team for our clients so they can have somebody to speak to all the way around.
Got it. So then if you're listening or watching and you're a loan officer or a realtor and you're thinking to yourself, I want to provide an excellent experience to my Spanish speaking customers, Miguel Barbosa is your guy. How do they get a hold of you? How do they get in touch with you to get you involved in some deals?
So I've joined McMichael and Gray recently, and this is a great firm, and really a great place for me to be in because they were so supportive, right? So I've worked in a couple different other firms, and everybody says they want to help out the community, but it's really like once you get in there, they just want you to answer the phone calls and just kind of handle it yourself without any
You mean they
support.
don't mean it? You mean they don't mean it
Right.
when they say
Big
they care?
surprise, right? But Michael and Gray has been great. They were like, we're gonna hire your whole team. Anybody you need, staff, any other attorneys you want to hire. Let's build this out so we can help the community. They've been wanting to help the community. They just didn't know how. And so that's why I'm here as the managing attorney of the Spanish division and the Latino division to help grow this market area for us and to help reach the community in a better way, right? Most firms have one or two attorneys that speak Spanish and they don't really have staff. So those attorneys have to answer all the calls, all the emails, and they don't really have time to help people, right? So here we're trying to build the whole department so everyone can help people and we can give the best service to the clients that's possible, really.
Hey there, I hope you're enjoying the conversation and your sandwich as much as we are. I want to take a moment to share a few words about our sponsor, Marketing Boss. If you're a law firm owner looking to supercharge your growth, our team at Marketing Boss is here to help. We've got over a decade of experience and a proven track record, and we specialize in growing law firms like yours with data-driven marketing leadership. So if you own a law firm and you're ready to get a predictable, steady flow of cases from your marketing, let's connect at marketing-boss.com.
That's great. And I think it's beautiful that you're helping an underserved, community. So I wasn't born and raised here in Georgia. I immigrated from California. It's not
Yeah,
even,
yeah.
I'm joking. I shouldn't be using that word, but I came here from California. And I was culture shocked. Because in Southern California, where I grew up, like everybody's Mexican, everybody speaks Spanish.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then I come here, and to your point, I had to commute to go get tortillas when I first moved here,
Right. Yeah.
like 18 years ago. And then they weren't any good; they were stale. Um,
Right. Yeah.
Mission, no offense to Mission, but y'all are not the best. But anyway, um, and I just really felt like there wasn't a community, there weren't resources, for me. Like, and this is me being, pretty Americanized. And I was still culture shocked. So I can imagine like actual Spanish dominant, like immigrants, really feeling even more like that void, right? And then how nice it must be to have professionals like you and your law firm to help. So your website, or how do people like actually connect with you? Can you give us your contact info just in case somebody's watching/listening and wants to get in touch?
Yeah, absolutely. And like so it's McMichaelandGray.com for the firm, and they have my information under the attorney list as well. But my direct email address is M Barbosa, Miguel Barbosa, M Barbosa at mmg.law. And then we also have abogados at mmg.law. And that'll hit the whole
Okay.
team, that'll hit the whole Spanish speaking division team so that we can assist you however we need to assist you.
More about the organization and the rep you said.
Yes, NAREP. So it's a national organization. They started it here. We just celebrated the 20-year anniversary here in Atlanta. But it's a national organization. We went to the national event in San Diego this last August, and we're able to go out there and meet people from all across the nation, all the companies that help support the Hispanic community. But here in Atlanta, they do several events a year. They do the Women of Worth. So they promote, women in the Hispanic community that have worked their way through the real estate business or other businesses, and have, traversed all the obstacles in their way to become someone successful, and then they tell their stories to everyone else, right? So that you can see that there are ways to get through, and that we're all a community and we can help support each other so that we can all be successful, right? They have that one. They have a couple other ones like all around the world to show the power of diversity in the field. And it's just a good organization to help show that, the Hispanic community is a strong, vibrant community that can be successful. And it's really a way to show, everyone that there's a path to home ownership, which is, one of the biggest investments someone can have, and helps build generational wealth.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I think what you do is, for what it sounds like, is you are very focused on the niche that you're wanting to help, but then you're also investing in that niche and that community. I think that's very commendable. Definitely a worthy cause. Miguel, out of curiosity, because this is called the Care Sandwich podcast, what is your favorite sandwich?
That's a hard one. I think, it just off the
I thought
top of
you
my
were going to
head.
say a torta.
I am
La
actually.
torta de
So
jamón.
I was gonna say, a Chick-fil-A sandwich because I was born here, right? It comes to mind first. But no, my favorite one would probably be a Mexican torta de pierna de puerco, right? With some
Qué
aguacate
bonito.
and all that, and good salsa on it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I need lunch. That sounds amazing.
Right.
Well, Miguel, are there any other tips that you want to give our audience?
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking to buy a home, if you're looking to start investing in something, real estate is a really strong and great area to do that in. It continues to grow, and it continues to be the best pathway towards financial stability. And I think, you want to look for a good loan officer, a good real estate agent, and a good closing attorney that's going to take care of you and help you get the best out of the investment that you're making in.
No, I love it. And the biggest takeaway for me is I didn't even know that I can find my own closing attorney. Like I thought that it's just whoever comes to the table that day. Like this is amazing. So what an aha moment you gave me. I appreciate that. Look forward to continuing the conversation off stage. Those of you that tuned in, thank you for watching. I hope you found this insightful too. We'll see you on the next episode of Care Sandwich.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Care Sandwich. Remember, the way we care for our clients, our teams, and ourselves can make all the difference in our success. Until next time, keep caring, keep growing, and I'll see you on the next episode of Care Sandwich.